Hi, I'm Eleni.
Hi, I'm Will.
And welcome to Blabbermouths! Hello, William.
Hi, how are we?
Good. We just got out of a meeting, so we're kind of like in a weird mood.
Well,
Some people forget we have real jobs.
yes, we do so much here.
I feel like last week on our Caitlin Bristow episode, she was so shook that we like ran the Betches Instagram.
Yes. And
she
we
was
also
like, wait, what?
And the fact that we also recorded that episode like right at like literally 9 a.m.
I know.
We were amped up. We were ready to go.
Honestly, I kind of enjoyed it because we didn't do any work yet, and we just sat down and yapped away.
Yeah.
A lot of energy for 9 a.m.
Honestly, we love you, Caitlin Bristow. She was just like she yapped with us. She was in the Yap Olympics with us.
Well, and we went together they had like a event for the Hulu show.
Yeah.
Are You
My First?
They had it in Chelsea and it was like open bar. And originally I wasn't going to go. And then Will was like, no, we should go.
Come on, we should go. We just made friends with Caitlin.
Yeah, she was such a good guest. She liked us. And I said, okay, but I'm only having one glass of wine. It's a Monday. I have a lot to do this week.
Listen, when you're with me, you're not having just one drink.
I must have had an entire bottle of Sauvignon Blanc by myself, like through glasses.
Fair.
I was so fucked up.
I'm like a professional drinker. Sorry, Mom.
Oh, really? That's weird because Will pulls me in the corner and it was like one of those things where like when you're drunk and like, you bring someone aside and you're like,
hey girl,
do you like me?
Do you like me?
That's what Will said to me.
I was checking in.
He goes, sometimes I wonder if you hate me.
Well, because you were saying to people we were meeting, you're like, oh yeah, that's my co-host. I hate him.
That's the bit.
Oh, okay.
Because people were like, oh, do you like hosting the podcast
yes, you
that
like
we were
each other.
meeting?
Mm.
And Will's standing right next to me. And obviously I'm like, LOL, except my co-host.
Oh, this
That's
guy.
the joke. That's
okay,
the joke.
it was the joke.
But Will, after a couple of martinis,
I wanna
did
make
pull me in
sure.
the corner, tears in his eyes, and said, do you hate me?
I'm like, hello.
I do want to shout out their event in one way.
Yeah.
The food.
Food was phenomenal.
Great
These
fun. Influencer events sometimes be stingy.
And you know the good thing is, I think none of those influencers were eating. Again,
we were eating. The chicken tenders, girls, were the best chicken tenders I've ever had.
The steak skewers.
The steak skewers. The oysters.
Oh, there was like a whole seafood thing. I was like, no, you can have that.
They did a good job in that they had past apps, but then they also had a section with like all the food laid out buffet style.
And nobody was eating it except us.
We were just eating constantly. I was full of Sauvignon Blanc.
Yeah. So that was good. I think they offset each other. Like, even though we got a little tipsy.
Yeah. I ran into my ex-coworker, Ebony K. Williams from The Real Housewives of New York.
Yes. Yeah, there
was like, hey, girl.
There was a bunch of reality TV people there as well.
Giudice.
Yep.
Did you end up talking to her?
No, but she and I go
Will
way back.
We see her all the time at events, and Will loves to approach her and let him know that he served her once on the Jersey Shore.
No, that was Margaret Josephs. I ran into her at the Parker House, and I was like, hey, girl.
Will likes to go up to her and say, I met you at the Parker House once, and I've seen him do this at like 5 events.
Well, it's, I'd like to be like, girl, we run in the same circles.
Influencer events, the Parker House.
Yes, very niche audience.
So you didn't talk to her?
No, I gave her a breather for this event. I said I'd see her at the next one.
She's like, oh God, that guy's here.
Well, she probably loves me still, even though she probably doesn't know who I am. But, we still had a really good time. That was a fun event.
Other than that, how was your weekend? That was Monday. So we had a very long week after that. That was Monday.
Oh my gosh. I was on a Bachelorette trip this weekend.
Oh, fun.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. What? Yeah, it was fun. I think that Bachelorette trips, I love my girl Brittany. She and I are really good friends. Yeah, Britney Spears. I went on her Bachelorette trip this weekend. Brittany Price. Her wedding is this weekend actually too. So double whammy. I'm going to Boston.
And then heads up, Will and I are attending a wedding together.
The week after.
And when I tell you guys, I think it's going to be a good Blabbermouths episode.
Yeah, well, we might be recording it at the wedding.
We might not make it because we're still hungover.
Yes.
I have big plans to jump in the pool at midnight.
Yeah. Oh, well, that's
in
of
my
course.
Clothes.
I will say this: if you're gonna have a Bachelorette trip, there was a pool at this hotel, really nice hotel, the Omni in Boston. That made it all the better because it felt like a pool summer trip. I was running my mouth in a restaurant. No,
Shocker.
Surprise. I was running
running his mouth in public.
Yes. Well, it's like, that's my bit now. And I'm running my mouth and I'm talking about the summer I turned pretty.
Which I'm watching, by the way.
Good. Thank God. Finally, you're in it. And I'm saying, like, I'm giving my friend Brittany a rundown of like everything that's going on. And I give a funny little synopsis. And a girl overhears us and she's just like, I'm so sorry to be that girl, but I've seen your TikToks and I've seen the episodes where you talk about the summer I turned pretty.
What?
And I'm like,
of Blabbermouths?
Yes. So
what?
Sarah, shout out my girl Sarah. I told her to shout her out. She was like, I'm so sorry. I don't want to be a creep, but like, I know, like, I agree with everything you're saying. And I've watched your episodes about you guys talking about
way.
it. Swear to God. Swear. And
why does this always happen? No one ever approaches me.
I know.
Because I'm scary.
Maybe.
I've gotten that feedback before that I
you have
a scary energy that people are afraid to approach me.
Oh, I have the energy that everybody needs to approach me, unfortunately.
I think that if in terms of like, what's the name for a relationship you have with someone like that you watch, the parasocial?
Oh, parasocial relationship.
In terms of parasocial relationships, I think people would say you're the friendlier one.
Probably.
Girls, I love to gab. I'll buy you a drink.
There you go.
When people used to approach me for the Adele thing, they would say I was scared.
Oh,
it's like, oh, why?
Maybe because you have high energy that can be intimidating.
I don't think I have resting bitch face.
No, I don't. Oh, you know what? If you do, I wish I would like to learn because I need to be in not that situation. Loved it. Sarah, you're such a sweetheart. But then alternatively, on the weekend, I'm taking a train home from Boston and a woman asked me to help her push her bag up onto the luggage area.
Yeah.
All about helping. I love helping people.
Okay.
But I was like exhausted. It was 6:30 in the morning and the bag was so heavy that I could barely do it. I have a hot take that if you can't travel with a bag that you can't carry or you should not be traveling.
I disagree with you hard.
What?
Because as a woman,
okay,
I have a lot of stuff.
Fair.
I don't have a lot of upper body strength.
Okay.
And I actually think that the reason God created men was to help women with their bags.
Okay. Well, I'm always here to help anyone that needs the help. But then it became my responsibility because she needed it to come down at one point. I still then had to put it back up. Then I had to also bring it down for her when she was leaving.
Yeah.
I'm happy to help. But I need to work on my resting bitch face so people stop asking me to do things in public or come up to me.
I think it's more that you're like a tall, strong guy. So I think she saw you and you're friendly looking. So she was like, that man definitely can lift the bag.
He can help me. I know.
And I
but
do
I'm not
fear
that strong.
because of like the things women have had to go through and the advantages men have in life that one of our like owed to things is helping us with our bags. And it's just the way the world works.
Is that how? Well, work better on making sure you can.
No.
Yep, I think so.
that you need to carry the bags when a woman asks.
But I'm always happy to help, but I still think pack light when you can and don't pack it unless you can carry it.
Don't listen to him, girls.
That's my take.
You saw the Jonas Brothers?
Saw the Jonas Brothers.
Welcome to the club.
I know. Thank you. Very iconic.
First of all, because obviously I saw the Jonas Brothers a few weeks ago.
Premiere.
For those who don't know. Before we get into your surprise guests.
Yeah.
Did you love it?
I'm not the biggest Jonas Brothers fan, but, we all know their songs. We love their music. I feel like they're all very gorgeous and hot. So, I don't mind staring at them for a couple hours. No, they were great performers.
It's a fun little, nostalgia tour concert.
Nostalgia. And I think they're really playing to that angle because they've been bringing out great guests. And for this latest tour stop, they brought out Jesse McCartney again because they had brought him out on your...
They're definitely pushing him because he's releasing new music.
That's probably why.
It's probably the same label or something.
And then they brought out JoJo. Not JoJo Siwa. Thank God.
The original JoJo.
The original JoJo. Imagine if they brought out JoJo Siwa.
JoJo Levesque.
Oh, that's not her last name?
That's you don't know her last name?
No, you just know her as JoJo.
JoJo, I was a big stan of her in my youth. I loved her Too Little Too Late song.
Yeah.
It was the first music video I ever bought on iTunes.
Totally.
When she's crying in the rain with that soccer player.
I'm not doing it well, but... Mm-hmm.
That was gorgeous.
Thank
and then
so
I
much.
loved her in Aquamarine. I loved her in RV.
Aquamarine. Yeah. You know what? I have to say this. This is not a hot take, but maybe people don't consider it. I think she is one of the biggest mismanaged pop stars of all time.
You obviously aren't up on her lore.
I know she came out with a book, right?
I read the book.
Oh, you read the book? And you can share a little bit about that because I know some of it. I mean more in the sense that recently Ava Max, do you know who that singer is?
Yeah.
She came out in an article and was just like, I believe I'm the biggest mismanaged pop star ever.
What
and
does
it's
that mean?
It's just you had a career that was, in the beginning.
Ava Max.
I know. Well, she had some hits. I'll give Ava Max that credit. But she's just I've been beefing with my record label, yada, yada, yada. And she just came out with a new album. Nobody knows about it. So sorry, Ava. But I thought, very ballsy of her to say that about herself because she hasn't been around that long. Whereas I look at JoJo and I'm like, I think her career could have been even much bigger than it was and what it was when she, years and years ago. And I know that there's been a lot of like legal drama, other things that were going on behind the scenes that weren't prevalent or known to the public. So that's where I feel like she, not by her own doing, but unfortunately just by like her record label and all the forces at play, made her like, she could have been so much bigger.
I agree. I think that she's a part of that group of girls that we're seeing now who had a moment and are trying to like get a second chance at their careers.
Yeah.
I think some people do it really successfully. Like I think Lindsay Lohan revamped her career really successfully.
I think Kesha's kind of doing that right now as well.
Right now. I don't want to say the Jonas Brothers, but I think a lot of artists are coming back in this way.
Yeah.
I haven't seen her have success with it just yet. I'm going to read some people the lore with JoJo because I read her book and it's actually really good.
Yeah,
and
I heard
really
it was
interesting. Good. She was like a very talented kid.
Yeah,
kind of like a Demi, always singing and very talented.
Yeah,
she got her first record deal at 12 after appearing on America's Most Talented Kids. So she got thrown into the limelight very young. She struggled with both of her parents battling addiction. Her parents met in AA.
Wow.
Yeah. So.
And they say that's not good. I mean, I don't know the rules, but they say like depending on where you are in your sobriety journey, it's hard for two people who are in AA to date and coexist and have good relationships.
Yeah. And also have a child when you have a struggling
when
addiction.
Mm-hmm.
She talks a lot in her book about going to AA meetings a ton with her mom as a kid. So she gets this record deal from being on America's Most Talented Kids, releases her single, Get Out Right Now. Yeah, everyone knows that one.
Yep.
And it like skyrocketed off the charts. And this is kind of like what Taylor Swift talks a lot about. A lot of artists, sign on to these record labels not knowing much.
Yeah.
And you don't sign like one deal, you sign like a 12 album thing over the course of forever. And that's what happened to JoJo.
Yeah.
Is she signed this record deal that basically locked her in with Blackground Records, which stalled her career, which is why she wasn't able to release things.
Yep.
Basically, in her book, she talks a lot about like parenting her kids, always growing up around adults.
Yeah.
That's like a thing we hear a lot about
like the
child actors and child performers is it's not normal to be surrounded by adults all the time.
Well, like even Demi Lovato has shared about how in her struggle, I think I've watched in one of her documentaries where that she said it was hard because I was my parents' moneymaker. Like I was the breadwinner. And so she's this child that is grappling with the idea of like, you can't tell me what to do. I'm hanging out with adults. I'm always with adults. I am an adult. I make the decisions here.
Yeah. Jeanette McCurdy talks about that a lot too.
In her
about
book.
Like the pressure.
Yeah.
So then unfortunately her dad passed away due to an opioid overdose.
Oh, wow.
And then she had her own struggles with addiction. So she talks a lot in her book about like having addictions to drugs, but specifically being a sex addict, which I was so surprised
it
to
manifested
hear.
In a different way for her.
Yeah, she was talking about how she seeked validation in her relationships.
Yep.
And so not only was that a problem, but she was like not addicted to, but like a serial cheater, she said.
Okay, yeah.
So she would always cheat in her relationships, not because
it was like it was just self-sabotage.
Yeah, it's self-sabotage, like needing validation.
Yeah.
So then she actually was celibate for a long period of life of her adult life because she was trying to like break this cycle of relying on your partners for your self-worth.
Yeah.
So it was very interesting, her book. I recommend reading.
Okay.
But basically, to what you were saying, she was not able to make albums after that thing because I think the record label she signed to, they owned her, but I think they went under or something. There was some drama with like they went under and then like she was still not allowed to.
Oh, because she was still tied.
There was lots of record label drama. She did eventually though get back the rights to her master, similar to Taylor Swift.
I think she recorded some of the old music too, got her rights back. I think even something similar with Kesha, where Kesha was signed into a deal just like that, where she was so successful with her first 2 albums, but then still had to fill out a requirement of 5 additional albums for Kemosabe Sony Records under that Dr. Luke producer. And that was the guy who she had the legal battle with. And she had claimed she was assaulted by him. And that she was trying to break that contract, but it was in constant legal battle that it was like, you kind of have to fill this album contract so that you can be released and then move on. But it was like, it stalled her music career. Yeah. It kind of got rid of the momentum that Kesha had as a singer.
And then you're releasing stuff that you're not passionate about.
And that you're
probably like, wait, actually guys care about this thing that's my own.
And like, you're probably, from what I understand, even at least with Kesha and probably JoJo the same, it's like, you're creating music that has to get approved by these people. So even if you're passionate about it, they won't give a shit. They get the final say. So it's like this constant battle, so to say. And
do you think Katy Perry's locked into a record deal, or she just is trying
to
that
girl is just that girl's just making poor decisions. Okay, I love you, Katy, but we got to really lock in, and maybe we need a record label that has someone else making the decisions.
I was going to bring this up with the Jonas Brothers because they have released a lot of albums that have not been obviously successes. But their tour is like so heavily nostalgic.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if they're locked in like a record deal.
I think they're not, because remember they broke up.
But they're releasing they've released a lot of albums.
I know. Oh, don't you know me? I'm me and the music and the charts. They just
I think they're locked in.
I think they've lost their staying power a little bit. It's just like I think they're passionate about this music. Like their recent album's called "Greetings from Our Hometown, New Jersey," basically.
Yeah, I know.
And so I think they're just making good music and they like it, but it's just like, I think we as a society consume music so differently than
you need to hear that.
No, but
you, mister, when is blah, blah, blah going to release a new album after they just released one?
Right. And I honestly am probably like millions of other people where it's like this instant gratification. And once, like, album cycles used to live for years. Like singers would release songs and they would just like, think about Teenage Dream by Katy Perry. It had 6 #1 songs. Everybody knew those songs. Teenage Dream, California Girls, The One That Got Away.
Yeah, they're still being played at
exactly.
16s and
but now with TikTok and how we consume music and the 24-hour news cycle and like how people are very quick to move on from things, you don't have staying power that you used to. So like albums have short shelf lives. Like think about Short and Sweet by Sabrina Carpenter, really successful, came out less than a year ago, and now she has a new album coming out.
She said though before releasing that she didn't plan on releasing another album. It just came to her.
But I think also it's like a promotion. Like people are like obsessed. Like Taylor Swift keeps working so much, even though she has iconic music and iconic songs and she can take a break. It's almost like if you take a break, you could falter your momentum, I think.
My question though is why are they focusing on releasing music when all the money is made in touring? So it's like, why are you pushing out new albums?
I think there's music still to be made in selling albums, like, and streaming and whatnot.
It's not
as popular, but
I think touring's where the money is. The other thing I was going to bring up with the Jonas Brothers,
Kevin Jonas sang first time by himself, didn't have his brother, and he's like, nobody knew what his voice sounded like.
And you want to know what? He slayed the Boots house down.
Yes. I was actually, hot take, I thought he sounded a little bit better than JoJo actually when she came out. And
different styles.
Yes,
different music styles.
But it was just fascinating to see like Kevin Jonas. I was thinking at that concert, like, damn, like did Kevin Jonas ever want to sing? And
why were they gatekeeping him?
I mean, and he has a pretty good voice.
Did you see the video of his wife like crying?
Yes, and he was saying like before he was about to sing, he was like, "Oh, I'm so nervous." And I'm like, "Damn, you're kind of debuting your voice, so to speak, 20 years into your career."
Crazy.
Another hot take about the Jonas Brothers. I thought on this tour, they were going to bring Frankie into the band and make him a Jonas Brother.
They didn't do the family thing at the end?
They did, but I just mean it more like, I can't imagine what that's like to be the younger brother and they're all 3 together and they're touring like this. And
Frankie does music.
I know, exactly.
Didn't he open for them?
I can't remember.
You must have missed it.
Oh, he opened for them. You're right. I did for like 30 minutes. But
I think he's just not their same music style.
Okay.
Have you listened to Frankie Jonas's music?
Not really.
It's not the same vibe. I think what they're doing with him is the right call. I don't think he's actually as good.
Oh, okay.
In my personal opinion.
I just feel bad. I'm like, oh my God, imagine if my 4 siblings, what if the 3 of them fucking had the Ozer siblings and I'm like, hey, that would not bode well with me.
That would be criminal because you're the most theatrical of all of them.
I am. And so probably,
like, how dare you start this band without me?
Yeah, I probably wouldn't have allowed that to happen, but.
If people were like, Edward is not in the band.
Yeah, maybe. Or Lizzie. I think because Lizzie, she doesn't like attention. Actually, we all like it. Well, anyways, I digress. I'm not the Jonas Brothers.
Ability.
Yeah, I'm really good at singing.
Right, so they wouldn't start the band without you.
Yeah,
you'd be the Joe.
That would be, but then maybe I would just be really successful on my own.
That's kind of my situation with my brother. Is like obviously he's a trained performer,
right,
and singing. and I'm not, but I just was like a backup singer in the car.
Okay, that's good. You could always be a backup singer.
I would be the Frankie though. Like if he went on tour, it'd be like my sister will come and like do this dramatic rendition of Defying Gravity.
Right. Okay. Oh.
That's like what mine would be.
That would be your bit.
Kind of like Meghan Trainor does with her brother.
Yeah,
he opens
Ryan
for her,
Trainor.
but in like he's just like a hype man kind of way.
Interesting.
He's not singing.
Would that be you think?
No, I'd be singing Defying Gravity.
Oh, okay.
No,
right.
I'd be like, oh, listen up, girls. Who do you think gave Luke his professional training in the car every morning? You're welcome.
Got it. Okay. All right, that's fair.
Can I just plug my brother for a second?
Okay, sure.
Speaking of, I don't know if I said this on a past episode, but my brother is going to be on tour in The Outsiders, the Broadway tour.
Yep.
So look up the cities. Maybe if any of your cities, my brother's coming to you in The Outsiders musical tour, go see him.
Maybe we'll see you there.
Maybe I'll be at the Boston show and the Atlanta show.
Oh, perfect.
Because my mom's making me go.
Oh,
and my
nice.
mom will be at every show because she's acting like she's
You'll
also
meet
going
Stella.
on tour.
Stella?
Yeah, she looks just like me, but
There
has
you
like
go.
a crazed look in her eye.
Perfect.
And is like probably in her pickleball outfit.
There you go.
Also speaking about Sabrina Carpenter...
Thank God. She has a new album coming out this Friday. So when you guys are listening to this, it'll be 2 days before the album comes out. What's it called again? No.
Tears.
Oh, no, that's the song.
Oh.
Tears is, she's releasing a music video.
Man's Best Friend.
Man's Best Friend. I'm really excited. I'm happy that there's going to be a new Sabrina Carpenter album.
Yeah, we'll see it. I don't know.
You don't seem too impressed.
I'm overstimulated by the amount of music being put in front of me.
Okay.
I'm really into right now Royal Otis.
Okay.
Definitely not your vibe.
Who the hell is that?
It's like a band.
Okay.
I'll play it for you later
Sure.
because we can't play it here.
Okay.
I'm into that. I'm into Role Model.
Role Model is very good right now.
Oh, well, I'm actually annoyed because I've been into Olivia Dean for so long.
She's kind of getting her flowers right now.
Well, no, sorry. I'm happy for her getting her flowers. And you know that I'm notoriously always late to music.
Sure.
But I've been ahead of this with Olivia Dean. I've loved her for years.
She's definitely been around. She's had a few hits, but not really anything like solo, I feel
Solo. And I feel like she's really having a moment on TikTok with her latest song.
Yeah.
I knew that she was getting mainstream when someone brought it up in one of our meetings.
Oh, okay.
I was like, fuck. Because now I haven't had the chance to see her.
Oh, good luck, girl, getting tickets.
And I also knew that would kind of happen because she's opening for Sabrina Carpenter.
Oh, yeah. Sabrina's doing the same effect that Taylor Swift had for her.
Yeah. And she used to do really small venues where you could get a ticket. And I just wanted to see her before that happened.
Yeah, that's how it was with Charlie. I did see her before she fully blew up with Brad, but like, it's fucked up. Excuse me, but like, you can't go see her.
You damn consuming whores.
Yes, those are the people we should be mad at. The people who can't get enough of the music and they want more, but like,
mainstream whores.
The mainstream whores. Those are the ones.
Hate you girls.
Yeah. But Sabrina Carpenter, I think it'll be big. People are talking about the Tears music video that's being teased. She's leaning into this old Hollywood glam, Hollywood style. Like
Homegirl loves a reference.
I think she loves a good reference, and she's doing it really well. So, and it's a different style that I don't think we're seeing right now. That's like super. It's not niche, but it's also kind of like she's carving out a lane for herself.
Yeah.
So I'm here for it. And then I think she's also secured another #1 song with when Taylor's song with her comes out.
Oh yeah, no, she's fine.
Have you listened to Doja Cat's new song?
No.
Jealous Type. So good.
Okay.
I think that will be a really big hit in the coming months. Mark my words. It's very catchy and fun and feel good.
Need a break.
You need a break from what?
The music. Like you said, I need an album that lives indefinitely.
Yeah.
Like ABBA.
Got it. Okay.
How many albums did they release? 2?
No, ABBA has like 20.
Oh.
Yeah, they've had a lot of albums. Okay.
Well, I only know the one.
Okay. Well,
I'm supposed to be seeing Mamma Mia on Broadway this weekend.
Oh, okay. That's nice.
Sorry, that was ADHD moment. Dad!
Amazing.
If anyone's going to the Sunday matinee, I'll be there.
Perfect. Well, I think we have to give that time for when an album will kind of transcend and be...
yeah, I'm waiting for that to happen, but we're pushing out too much.
Brat was that for me. I'm still listening to it. It's going to be my 2025 replay.
Yeah, that definitely was like a signaler of an era of a summer.
Maybe the Taylor Swift album will be for you. The Plague is back.
Wait, that's what we're talking about?
Oh.
Nope. I just skipped over that.
Oh, but the Plague is back, allegedly.
I don't want to talk about the Plague. Is that okay?
Okay, let's just quickly reference it. We're just sharing that the Plague is back.
All right, go ahead.
It's for our Victorian child. Like, what was this like for you, Christopher Jonathan Lucifer the Third, second?
Didn't we already have a plague a couple of years ago?
Well, yes, but this is what I mean. Like, did Christopher cause this? Have we been neglecting him too long? Person has tested positive for Black Death in California just over a month after an Arizona resident died from the pneumonic plague. Officials believe the person was bitten by an infected flea while camping in South Lake Tahoe area. It's now being investigated as warnings were issued for people to be vigilant and understanding what's going on.
What do you mean be vigilant? Be like...
Watch the flies.
Just looking out?
Looking to see where the...
is the plague transferred by flies?
Well, it was transferred by rodents back in the day. And then I think it could be transferred by fleas. Oh, no. Like bugs and whatnot. But like we're safe. We're on the eastern seaboard.
What do you mean we're in the city with the most rats?
Well, has a rat bitten you ever?
Wait, I thought you said it was like on them.
No, that's like when the Black Plague... That's when the bubonic plague started way back.
Oh, it doesn't happen that way now.
I mean,
I have a dog who's just walking around
looking for rats?
No, it's just like the rat energy is there.
For sure.
And I have a dog. Well, Theo has vaccines for rat pee.
Oh.
Because like...
He could get peed on or he could lick it.
No, he can smell it on his nose or something.
Interesting. Oh, we're getting an update from producer Shannon.
So you're both right. It's fleas on rats.
That's
perfect. So actually, we are probably in the city with the most risk.
No,
because the city is filled with rats.
But don't worry. I think as long as you don't get bit by a rat, you're gonna be good.
No, Shannon just said it's the fleas on the rats.
Oh, for sure. So like, I mean,
tell me you don't know how to listen without telling me.
You could also just put on. You could put on long clothes and not go outside.
Perfect.
I think you'll be okay. We're gonna be okay.
Well, Christopher, we don't need to explain this to you. Maybe you need to explain this to us.
I know. We should.
You're a professional in the plague.
Yeah, you should do.
Pretty sure that's how you died.
Yep. Yeah. Poor. That's why you're framed like this. Poor little child boy. Anyways, so.
We're just moving on. PSA: there is the plague. Nothing funny to say about it.
No, just be safe. Wash your hands. Stay vigilant. Look for rats and bugs. Just, do what you do and not.
What? That's your advice? Do what you do? We are so fucked. We are so fucked. Should we move on to why is this trending?
Sure. Why not? Let's get into it.
Why is this? Wait, do it with me.
Oh, sorry. Why is this trending?
First of all, Caitlin Bristow called me pitchy last week.
Yeah, because I'm really good. I'm carrying the
team. I
team.
re-listened to it. I didn't think I sounded pitchy.
Mm-hmm. I don't know.
Can you replay the clip? Why is this trending? Was that pitchy?
I think that was pretty pitchy.
I don't think it was. What is pitchy?
Pitchy, it's like you can't find the note.
Okay, find the note for me. Teach me how to sing it.
That would require a whole nother episode.
Why is this
I'd have to get a piano.
Also, how is it pitchy when we don't know the song? The song doesn't have notes.
You're so right. But like, if you are a singer, you can always find the note and make your own melody.
But I'm making up the notes. What if the note I sang was the note it is?
I think it's because I'm trained as a musical theater professional and you were trying to find the note while I'm singing.
What note, babe? We're making up the notes. There's no notes.
No, like, let me get a piano. Bring the piano and I can.
But what if my notes were the song and you were the one?
But I think I'm the professional. I'm the expert. So you're always going to be inferior to me in that situation. But that's okay. You know what? We'll do one of our episodes is going to be like a vocal. I could do vocal lessons with you.
Give me the note.
Why? You're pitchy. You're like lower than that. Why?
Well, first of all, I'm a baritone.
Why is this trending?
What's the note? You don't know that. Give me the note. Sing it once for me.
Hold on. Now I'm on the spot.
Okay.
Why? Why is this trending? Something like that. Thank you. Why is this trending? Yeah, okay. That was better. There we go. Okay.
Hell yeah. Autumn Girl TikTok is canceled.
Well, I think it's not canceled.
Okay, Autumn Girl is Autumn Girl season is canceled.
But low-key, it's back.
But it's low-key not.
Okay. Let's break it down. So
Christian Autumn influencer
Caitlin, let me pull up this. I do know this because I've always been obsessed with following it. Christian Girl Autumn influencer Caitlin Covington. If you aren't aware of her, she's become this like essential person theme around creating autumn fall girl content. It's like she goes up and books a trip in Vermont.
Pumpkin spice lattes.
Yep, all the things.
Gilmore Girls it up.
And people have like claimed her as the mother of essentially.
Never heard of her before this incident.
Oh, it's been going on for like 4 years.
No, I believe it.
Oh.
But say the incident.
Well, so last week, she came on crying that she can't do it this year. She said,
"Hi guys, this is my 4th time recording. I'm not gonna be able to post fall videos this year. It's just a lot of pressure."
She's like, "I can't do it.
This is the hardest video I've ever had to make. And I can't elevate the content for Autumn this year. Which also is crazy because as content creators,
we always
just repost. No one remembers.
Yeah.
Just year ago, repost.
Repurpose the content.
Save the legwork.
Yeah.
If you see Betches repeating content, it's because we're saving the legwork.
Yeah, so we're like we said, it's a 24 hours news cycle. Everyone forgets everything. So she does this cry video and sends it out. Everyone's like, oh my gosh, it's canceled. Like we have nothing to live for. Then
I think everyone was like, we as a society have the plague and people crying about
for sure.
autumn, summer TikTok. We are actually not okay is how I perceive it.
Yeah, and that's why we need her to save us.
No. That's why she is an example of why, she's crying about autumn, summer content.
Eleni, it was a bit. 6-7 hours later, she comes out and she's like, just kidding, got your sorry asses.
Ladies and gentlemen, her.
Right, I hear you, but I think that the reaction wasn't like, oh no. It was you are ridiculous.
No, I think there was a lot of oh no's.
No, I think the reaction was you are ridiculous.
I think we were on two different sides. I think
we could read the comments and it's like we have officially lost the plot.
I don't think so. I think maybe there were some.
Actually the world would be okay without her Autumn Girl TikToks.
No, but people really have come to love her because there's lore behind her. Basically, let me read you the lore, which is actually really cool. Hold on, oh my God, now I have to.
I'm sure.
So basically, Christian girl Autumn,
I also hate that sentence.
No, so the reason it was coined.
What does Jesus have to do with autumn?
It was coined by a trans woman, and essentially it talks about how Caitlin Covington, she was just like a lifestyle blogger that a trans Twitter user created the meme of her. Like basically like, we're coining a Christian girl Autumn, yada, yada, yada. Caitlin Covington kind of like leaned into it because it was created as a meme off of her.
Okay.
And essentially, then she's made like lots of money off of this, with this whole campaign.
But giving credit to the original person.
And so not only did she give credit to that person, she also helped fund their gender affirming surgeries.
Okay, you know what, Will? I stand corrected.
So
thank you for sharing that.
Yes. So why I love her even more, even though it's like, oh, you first, I get it, where you're like on surface level, you're like Christian girl Autumn.
Like trad wife, but that's not a joke, that's real.
Yeah. So that I also thought the same thing, but when I learned
my apologies to the white women community for confusing the two.
Conflating the two.
Conflating the two.
Totally. And so she's like a big LGBT, Caitlin Covington, the influencer, big LGBTQ ally, trans ally. So we love that girl.
All right.
She gets our gay stamp of approval. We love you, Caitlin Covington.
And I stand corrected. I'm sorry for what I said about you 5 minutes ago.
That's okay. We're all learning on this podcast.
This is a learning podcast.
Yeah. And this is why this is trending, because this is the point of the segment.
Thank you, Will.
Yes. Right. And so that last thing I would say is, like you had thought, many ex-users assumed Covington had like a right-wing stance and like was leaning into the Christian girl Autumn. But she made sure to like clarify with everyone. She's a fierce queer ally. So anyways,
Christian Girl Autumn may commence.
We're happy that it's back on.
I do fear it is too early to be talking about autumn. I think that we are still in summer and people are really trying to get to autumn and I'm not.
I will stand by that. Actually, summer doesn't end till September 22nd.
I would agree with you. I am not looking forward to fall. Fall is actually one of my favorite seasons.
Yeah.
But I'm not ready for summer to be over. I really enjoyed my summer.
Yeah.
And I don't understand why the girls are rushing to get pumpkin spice lattes.
Yeah, well, that's just unfortunately how it always is. But I like to think, when COVID happened and that whole summer of 2020, I felt like we kind of extended summer into September. That
for sure.
And I was like, let's keep this momentum for all the years to follow. Like, summer is September. September is summer.
Especially when it starts. I feel like it started later this year.
Yeah. And with climate change, it's going to be warmer anyways in September. So we might as well just lean into that.
Perfect. I'm looking forward to Christian Girl Autumn whenever it comes.
Yes. I think it'll be
God willingly.
Yes. The most successful. Yeah.
Just a little housekeeping reminder. We have our live show in a few weeks.
Everyone get excited. We talked about it.
Maybe it's an end of summer party, really, because it's in end of September.
The end of September and summer.
Yeah, but not to confuse, it's also a slumber party.
It's also slumber party. So
and we want you there.
Yes.
If you are approaching Will in a bar and not me, a safe space of middle ground is to come to the slumber party.
Yes, that's a great way.
Wait, when people are approaching you, you need to advertise the slumber party.
You're so right. I was in Boston, so I was like, you want to come?
She'll come.
I have
people
so
from
right.
Boston
She
coming.
could come. You know what? You're so right.
So buy tickets at the link in the Betches bio.
Yep.
And if you want to see more of us, you can follow me at Eleni Sabrakis.
You can follow me at Will Ozer.
And us at Betches.
Thanks for blabbing with us!